the speakers. But let's move on to the next subject. And we are basically already going into the projects that are talking about climate change, because climate change is also disrupting weather patterns and leading to extreme weather events, unpredictable water availability, exacerbating water scarcity, and contaminating water supplies. Such impacts can drastically affect the quantity and quality of water that we all need to survive. Our next speaker will talk about a case study from Ramat Gan, in which the city wants to achieve a transition towards a climate resilient city by implementing a water-sensitive city approach with several actions that will include the implementation of innovative, resource-efficient, natural-based solutions. Let's hear from Moharia. She gained experience in innovation management as a management consultant and a researcher at the Israel Smart Cities Institute, later as the CEO of a startup in the smart mobility field. And now she is the head of innovation and sustainability at Ramat Gan municipality. So let's hear from Moharia.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Great. So I will talk about, I will focus actually on Ramat Gan's water infrastructure and how we use natural-based solutions to mitigate floods, and how we use it also to preserve our water resources. Can you see my presentation?
Not yet.
Just a second. Sorry. And now?
Nope.
I don't know why. Oh, now you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So as I mentioned, my story today will focus on Ramat Gan's water infrastructure and how we use natural-based, innovative, and sustainable solutions to mitigate floods and to increase our water resources. In Ramat Gan, we have the national park. It is a very unique and rare urban nature area where millions of people visit this park every year. It costs us a lot of money to the water authority to use it for the plants and trees and everything. And it costs us around €1 million each year. Just for 500 square meters. It not only costs a lot, the water that we use are treated water and lack of all kinds of nutrients for the biologic diversity that lives in this park area. But what if I will tell you that we will make this account, this bill from €1 million a year to €0 each year. And this is because we found a way to not only mitigate our floods, but to also use runoff for the benefit of the use of the park. As we probably all know, runoff water are polluted and and pollute the ground and the aquifer below it. What we do is we use natural-based solution to purify the water, penetrate it into the aquifer, and then harvest it when we need it for the benefit of the park and the safari that it is adjacent to it. I will show you the before and after picture. Here you can see a wadi. It is called the Wadi Kofer, the blue line that I am marking right now. This wadi tends to be flooded each winter, and in the last few years it has become more and more flooded, and it jeopardizes the neighborhoods adjacent to it. It is a beautiful wadi, at least it has the potential to be a beautiful wadi, but because of the polluted runoff water that stream each year in the wadi, it caused a lot of damage, and basically the people that live in the area cannot enjoy this beautiful nature source. This wadi that take the runoff water, the polluted runoff water, basically takes it here to a national river, and from there to the sea. So the polluted waters stream all over the park and then to the sea and contaminate the sea as well. We also get some water from here that connects to the wadi, and it doesn't help us at all. What we're planning to do in this project is, this is how it looks like today. You can see how polluted the water is, how much potential it has to be much more beautiful. What we normally did throughout the years is putting more and more concrete, as you can see, to help mitigate the floods. But today we understand that concrete is not the answer. And today we have much more innovative solutions to take care of the water and the runoff water mainly. So this is the circle that I think every city, every country sees in its area. In the city, we have runoff water. The runoff water streams to the drainage system. The drainage system, most of the time, takes it to the river or other area, and from there to the sea. All this contamination comes to the sea, and then from the desalination facilities back to the city. Now, this is a huge cycle, a huge infrastructure cycle that we can basically stop. And we plan to stop it by by taking care of the runoff water in its source. We don't want to take the runoff water to the sea and then take care of it. We want to take care of it in its source, in our area, basically. For that, we use a natural-based solution called a biofilter. The biofilter is basically a plant, a system of plants. Beneath those plants, we have a layer of biological organisms that take care of the water, purify it. And then after this biological layer treat the water and purify it, we then take the water to whales, and from the whale, we harvest the water for the benefit of whatever we need. We put it in the aquifer, and then we enrich the aquifer with purified water, and when we need the water, we harvest it. You can see biofilter, how it looks actually in real life. This is pictures from Australia and Israel as well. Australia is the country that started using this solution to purify water at its source. And it's, as you can see, you don't see a huge machine or something like that. What you see is basically a garden. And it shows that in the neighborhoods in Melbourne, where they implemented this methodology, the real estate worth was increased in 18%, because basically it's a beautiful solution. What you see is a garden, and we don't see a lot of it in big cities, unfortunately. What we can do with this solution is not only taking care of the water. A part of what we're doing right now is negotiating with the government that if we penetrate purified water to the aquifer and basically enrich it, then they can give us money in return for doing it, because we save them a lot of money, and then we not only not paying the water bill, but we also earning money from the government for each cube we penetrate to the water. We also work on education programs to teach the next generation to learn how we can preserve our water resources and why it is so important, and what we are planning to do to deal with other climate change challenges. Of course, we save the environment, but we also save the health of our, for the people that lives in the city, because we purified polluted water that, as I mentioned, pollutes the ground. And we also decreasing urban heat islands. If you know, urban heat island is an area where it is very, very hot, and we see those areas growing and growing today. It is very dangerous, especially for elderly people and babies. This biofilter proven to increase this heat, and for us in Israel, it is very important to let people walk around the park and not suffer from a lot of heat. And this is what we call urban resilience, where we also improving our economy, education, environment, and health, and only by using natural-based solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mor, for these insights already from Ramat Gan. We see you also later on in the panel, and I'm sure we will then have lots more to talk about. But thanks for the time being, because we have to move on to make sure that we get through the program and have our breaks as well. But we